We now welcome our friend and colleague, Bishop Tanya Rawls, pastor of Unity Fellowship Church here in Charlotte, and one of our local leaders in the LGBT fight for justice and equity. Tanya.
Good evening. I am here today with my fellow clerics from the Unitarian Universalist congregations and others to affirm what many people of faith in our state recognize and support: the sacred worth and equality of lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender people. Because of that, we stand in solid opposition of a constitutional amendment that would prohibit all forms of legal relationship recognition for gay and lesbian couples. I was born in 1958, and so as I came of age, I did not see my classmates drafted or coming home maimed from war. I was the beneficiary of liberties already hard-won through the civil rights movement that allowed me to attend quality schools and not to have to think about the color of my skin in reference to privileges I received. I drank water from whatever fountain was available at the time, and I played with white and Latino and Asian friends because reasonable people stood and said no to laws and efforts that might rob me and others like me of the right to not just be free, but to be free indeed. Today I stand because it is now my turn to fight, not just against the homophobia and transphobia that a small yet powerful minority want to write into our Constitution, but for this entire state and the country that I so love. Regardless of race, gender expression, sexual orientation, or land of native birth, our state has promised her citizens that we will treat every man, woman, boy, and girl justly and offer to each access to the basic protections and opportunities needed to build a prosperous life for them and their descendants. One of these most basic rights is the right to have covenant relationships and have those relationships protected. The framers of the state and federal constitutions got that right. And so we stand today against the effort being offered up to legislate discrimination and bias. We must awaken old sleeping giants and realize that this issue is one that is worthy of our sacrifice and our efforts. Let us join our collective forces and power together. Ask your elected officials boldly in the House and the Senate to stand with the clergy gathered here today in opposition of this amendment to the Constitution. Ask them to stand not just for the gay, lesbian, bisexual, and transgender tax-paying citizens in their districts, but for the children who will lose health care because their parents' domestic partner benefits will go away, and for the family that will be denied hospital visitations because they will not be considered next of kin. We must not allow the clock to be turned backward. We must, together, press toward the mark of the high call, a state that is truly welcoming and supportive of all her citizens. One that is big enough for our varied beliefs and practices, yet honoring the fact that no one has the right to impose those beliefs on another, particularly not through amendments to our Constitution. May God bless each of you, and may God bless the great state of North Carolina.